Welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is Becoming Relentless, and I'm your host, Noah. I'm an IFBB Bikini Pro and a Team Mahaley coach, and I'm joined by my lovely co-hosts,
Cecily Wesh, Team Mahaley coach.
And Danielle Kisberger, Team Mahaley coach.
And today we have kind of a fun, shorter episode for y'all, a little girly chat because it's been a while.
Mm-hmm. But
Actually,
this one could be pretty good for the guys too.
Yes, this one is like girls talk on guys, so I feel like guys listen up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna our opinions on how to approach girls in the gym or in general how to approach girls.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, oh my god, this will be. I've never shared anything like this.
Ooh.
This is a little cocky.
Ooh.
Oh god. Okay, so I texted Justin this the other day because I was walking over. And, I was wearing, like, my good shorts. Like, we all have that one pair.
The good shorts.
Yeah. And, like, it was after leg day. So, like, your legs are pumped. Like, you're feeling
You look
good.
really good.
Yeah, okay. And so I was walking, and, like, these guys come out. Okay, I was into none of them. Like, they just, like, anyways.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was, like, it was random. And then they were like, damn, look at her legs. Like, something about squatting. It made me feel really good. So, point of this, compliment her on something that like she works on. I think that's a great way to like start convo.
Were they just saying that? Were they saying that to you or at you?
At me. Well, I was walking by.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they didn't like actually like stop to talk.
No.
to you.
Well, I
They were
didn't stop
like you
either.
just heard them saying comments.
Yeah, well, I had to walk through them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's still a great. It's still a great compliment. But that's not how I would approach. That's not.
No, I know.
That's not what.
Okay,
That's not
don't
what
take
they
my
should
advice.
do.
But I will say, okay, let me revert. skirt. What I mean is like, if you're gonna, I think a great thing to compliment someone on
Mm-hmm.
is something that they work actively on.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
if they're like,
Mhm.
with you see them in the gym, like, yeah, you're killing it in here.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I agree. No, I agree. I think that's very good. I just don't think like the shouting. Don't shout at someone.
No.
Yeah.
Like as they're walking by.
Those
like,
squats
Well,
are deep.
There's like a difference between being like, damn, like you got an ass,
Uh-huh.
and being like, damn, like you must squat really heavy. Like
Yes,
there's a
'cause
difference.
you got
You know what
an
I mean?
ass.
Yeah. Like I feel like the presentation of the compliment
Yeah.
also
Yes.
like to me it matters because
Yeah.
Same.
one way I'd be very offended, the other
Mhm.
way I'd be like, yeah, I
One
do
way I'd
wear
put on my hoodie and be like, don't look at me.
yeah. The other way I'd be like, oh yeah, I do squat.
Yeah. I do be squatting.
I do be squatting.
Yeah. Okay. So, question for you guys:
Hmm.
Being approached at the gym, yes, no. In general, what are your thoughts there?
I have my answer if you're not ready.
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay. If I was,
Single? I'm the only single one here. I know.
yeah. If I was like single and like actively like wanting to go out with people,
Yeah.
then definitely like I would come up to me.
Mhm.
Like I think like I would go up to a guy
Mhm.
for sure. Approach me in an appropriate setting, not when I'm like coming out of a balls deep set.
Or
But
about to start a set.
yeah,
Or mid set.
Yeah.
yeah. But I would like I like it if why not?
Mm-hmm.
Something that I had happen to me back in Colorado at 24 Hour. So I had my headphones, like my over the head headphones on, and like I was clearly in my own world.
Mhm.
I really liked this method. Obviously, I've been with Zach forever, so it like didn't work. But I think it might work on other people. This guy just like walked up, like tapped me on the shoulder, and he handed me a sticky note and then walked away. That was it. Like he smiled, looked me in my eyes, and then walked away. Like didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
We didn't say any words.
Yeah.
I looked at the sticky note and he was like, I see you working hard here every day. I'd love to take you out. And then it had his phone number.
Oh,
And I was
I'd
like,
pick that one.
yeah.
That is hot as fuck.
I was
I don't know
like-
who you are, but you can.
Good job.
Yeah, you
I
already
was-
got it.
yeah, I
You
was
already
Was
got
it
super-
cute?
He was okay. I
Okay.
feel, yeah. He was,
I was gonna be like, give me that number, Noah.
But like,
5 years later,
yeah, he gets a random text like, hey.
I'm not Noah, but I'm her friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
I go to the gym. I go hard.
That's-
It was like the confidence, but then also like the not really bothering me. Like
Yeah.
I was like, thank you for
Like,
not
that's-
like,
but it's also creative.
yeah.
That's
like,
so cute.
And there
You
was
had to
like
think about
effort.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like had to write it. So
Yeah.
it was, yeah, I really like
The worst is when they come up with this line that you hear everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? No.
Yeah. Or like they beat around the bush, like No, like what women want, women, no games. They just want direct conversation.
She goes
Direct.
women.
I'm sorry. Like they just want direct, honest communication. If you want to go on a date, just say you want to go on a date. Don't like try to be all weird at first and like, no, just ask. And then you'll find out and you'll have your answer. That's my opinion. Something I also personally don't really like. Ask me in person. Try to like talk to me in person. I get it. Like at the gym, I personally would rather have someone ask me at the gym, like in between a set at like an optimal time, rather than them DMing me on Instagram.
Mhm.
That's, it's like, and it's always like whenever they do DM you, it's like, hey, I saw you at the gym. You're really cute. It like,
No
if you're
offense.
gonna
You
do
know how
it,
many
like-
messages Seth gets that say the same thing? Like, dude, come on. Put some creative emphasis. Like, go, like, talk to her in person.
yeah.
Seth says like I've seen 10 million guys at the gym today. Like,
Who
which
are
one are
you?
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I only remember my demons.
That part, yeah, but really though.
Exactly.
She meets a guy at the gym, like, who is he? What do you look like? I don't remember. I
I-
just saw my fucking demons.
Yeah.
Dude. That's funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I like that though.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. Personally too, if we start communicating over like text, it like almost set you're gonna be better at the words that I'm trying to say. I feel unless we're really clicking on text and we like it's clicking, if it's like kind of like here and there, like, hey, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
See you X day, cool. I want to meet for the first time over talking, like not through text. Like I don't want to text and talk and then 3 weeks later talk in person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to talk to you in person. 3 weeks later, I'll talk to you in text,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to like build a I don't want to spend time. I'm on my phone. Like we're all on our phones all day. I don't think we really want to spend our day like just texting
Yeah.
someone. Like no, I'd
Yeah.
rather just get to know you like who you are in person. Because people
Yeah.
can also like put on a big facade on text.
Yeah. You
all
can
talk.
Be, you could be someone.
no action.
Yeah. Yeah. And if it like some people, you might think like, oh, it's easier for me to text and show my personality. Dude, that's no offense. That's a you thing. That's a you problem. You gotta like you gotta show that your person.
Mhm.
That's you. Show it all the time. Like that's
Yeah.
a confidence
Mhm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is like I like that confidence or like the assertiveness. And it shows like if you truly are interested in someone,
Mhm.
then you're gonna ask them, like, can I
Mhm.
take you out on a date?
Mm-hmm.
And like put effort in. It's not just like texting until like, oh, should we meet up and like go on a date? Like I don't like that wishy-washy stuff,
Ooh,
you know?
I have another. When they text you, all right, what do you want to do?
Oh, that's a
You
bad
asked me
one.
out. You
Oh
plan it.
no, immediate
Literally.
no. I'm just like
Yeah.
I don't answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like-
left on red.
Yeah.
or like maybe I'm a little high maintenance for this, but if your first date idea is drinks or coffee, sorry dog, it's a no. You gotta take me out to a nice meal or an experience. I get drinks
I
with
like
my girlfriends.
experiences.
I get coffee every morning with my friends. Like
Man,
I don't
that is so independent. That's
I like-
hard. You're gonna
I'm-
trick these guys.
yeah,
They're like,
I'm-
fuck.
if they say like, oh, do you want to get drinks Friday night? I'm like, no.
No.
And I
don't
just
like-
leave I
yeah.
just leave it at that. Like, no, I'm not a drinker.
Yeah.
And I leave the door open. So
Mhm.
if they come up with another date idea and they're like, okay, like what about dinner Saturday night? I'm like, yeah, excellent. But
You're
like,
perfect.
yeah, but the drinks thing, that was like more in college though too.
Yeah.
But like, I can't with it. I'm like, that's so low effort.
I agree. I don't want to go. I don't want to be invited to go drink. Like,
Yeah.
I want to do that with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I want to like get to know you without the influence of like alcohol and being at like a bar setting.
Yeah.
Like in a
And, like-
restaurant, in public, like how do you treat others when it's just you and me at a table face to face and like people around? Because at a bar, you can also kind of hide yourself in like the noise and the crowd and
Yeah.
like the alcohol. So I was always like, nah.
No, thank you.
What about you?
Me?
Do you like the drinks? You don't care?
I'm kind of like 50-50. It depends on the person because let's say like I don't know them at all. Like we're strangers. They don't really know me. They literally just like, they thought I was cute, so they asked me on a date. I don't expect them to put in like a ton of effort at first, honestly. And I also don't want to spend a lot of time with them at first. I want an easy out. Like, I want it to be like,
point,
I can be here for 1 hour, and if I don't like it, I can leave. And I know that sounds horrible,
But it's true.
but it's true. I don't want to be tied down for
Dude,
like wasting an hour, like over an hour of my life.
what I don't like for first dates is going to the movies. You're not talking
that.
to me.
No, I don't like that.
I don't even like going to movies.
But like what I do like about the like going to coffee or like drink options is that I do like that it's a little bit more casual, like get to know each other. And like if it's going well, you guys don't have to stay at the bar. It's not like, to me, like going and getting a drink would be like going to like a nice ass bar, like a really nice, like high end bar, fun bar, where it's not
Bar.
super loud. Like it's kind of like there's low music playing. It's more of like a seated bar type of situation. And then like if things are going well, then like we go and we walk around the city, or like even for coffee, same thing. Like if it's going well, we go and we walk around and we get to know each other more. Like I think that it can be fun that way. And it doesn't have, like, I personally don't have to, like, go to dinner.
I will say that's
first.
an easier way to get out of a situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's bad. Dinner, you're like, crap.
Like, oh.
You got to text your girlfriend in the bathroom, be like, hey, I need you to call me in 5 minutes, and it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Call me
so
after
I
the
can
food
leave.
comes so I can box it up.
Yeah.
So me.
Can I box this and then just go?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But that's a really good point too. If it's like you really don't know them, like you just met and maybe there was a vibe, so you're like, okay, like yeah, drinks. That isn't, because then yeah, there's ways to like keep that going, but also ways to end it quickly. So that's a fair point. I haven't dated in like a long time.
I honestly haven't either.
Wait. Oh, wait, yeah, never mind. Well, I was going to say, I haven't gone on a date, but I haven't gone, before the guy I'm with now, I didn't go on one date.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was surprising, but it's not.
I think I've only been on maybe like one date my entire life.
Yeah. I feel like
Not
it's
including high
common.
school. Like high school dates don't count in my
Oh, well,
opinion.
then I've had zero before this guy. Well, I was in high school before. I was so young. What about, you've had a lot of dates? No?
Yeah, I had a serious boyfriend in high school, and then when we broke up, I kind of went on like a tirade.
happens.
Like I didn't want to settle down at all, so I
Yeah.
dated a ton.
Mhm.
And then I met Zach and
Yeah.
shut it down.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
cute at the same
Yeah.
time. Oh.
One of the coolest first dates I went on, actually, I don't know if y'all would like this either. Maybe I'm just weird, but he tried to teach me how to drive stick, like in his truck.
Oh, that's fun.
It was cool. Yeah, it was like an experience.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it because it
Yeah.
was so interesting. And then we went to ice cream after.
Mm-hmm.
That's
but-
good.
Yeah.
I like that date.
It was like an experience. So I thought that
Yeah.
was cool.
It's like an activity that you get to do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
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 I like the activities.
Mhm.
Like he was trying to teach me a valuable skill. So
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You're like, this is the one.
I was really interested. And then I was just like,
No.
that was during my phase.
Yeah.
On to the next.
See, this is. I don't need to unpack this on the
Wait,
podcast.
I do want now I'm curious.
I feel like the reason I don't go on a lot of dates, to be completely honest, or haven't in the past, is because, well, first of all, I've never really. Okay. Anyways, it's hard for me to find people that I like.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be 100% honest, I was going to beat around the bush, but I just don't click with a lot of guys.
Well, I will say, as your friend, every guy that has come to you, like no.
Yeah.
No.
No.
They just
No.
don't match your energy. Like,
That and more.
yeah.
There's just like they're not you deserve this one special man. No, but seriously. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some of them, yeah. Like don't have energy.
the energy, they don't have the energy, or like I don't end up just like not talking, like we start talking and then I'm like, okay, like there's
They're
nothing
also-
more. I have a hard time connecting, and if I don't have that connection, I don't want to spend my time with you. But I know that probably I should open up and give people a chance to build that connection. But I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of like,
Well, if it's already
I get it,
Yeah.
I have it, or I don't. So
Well, you know it's someone when it's a complete no.
yeah.
You know when someone it's like a no, but maybe can change.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some people you're just like, nope.
Nope.
I will say, like, when it's the right person, you will feel it. Like,
Yeah.
there's like an intangible spark. Like, you're, and the interest is like there. No matter, like,
No matter
it's
what.
just, yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth the wait. Like, and it's worth not trying to like force anything. Yeah. If the
Yes.
connection's not there, it's not there.
But what if the connection's there, but the person is not
Mentally
mentally
Ready.
at the capacity?
available.
Ah.
Then you should leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then that's a
move on with
toxic
your life.
relationship.
It's not worth like waiting around for someone
Yeah.
else to like get their shit
Yeah, I
together
agree.
either.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna hold you back from like you
Mhm.
just prospering.
Yeah.
Especially because the person that's right for you is coming.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited.
I know I make a lot of jokes about being single, but I am.
Oh, you're
really-
thriving.
I'm good.
Dude, honestly, I think
don't have
single is
time
being
for
fun.
anyone
Yeah.
right now. I just need my
Yeah.
friends.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I think there's something really empowering about that because there's so much pressure, like just in general surrounding us that like, oh, you have to find a life partner. Like you have to do this, this, and this. And like, I don't know.
don't.
I just,
Yeah.
you don't. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
You really don't. If you're
No.
single and loving it and happy,
happy?
yeah.
Then why not?
Why?
And also,
yeah.
yes. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. And someday you might find
Maybe.
an amazing person.
I will say I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna beat around the bush, but it's gonna be a direct beat around the. It's gonna be a little clearer, okay? If your relationship with the person and y'all are thriving and it makes both y'all happy, but it's not something that maybe society says is like right, or like if this person really loves you, like this would be this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if y'all are happy, your communication is great.
Yeah.
Communication's huge, and that's what really matters. Like
Yep.
not what everyone else thinks, not
Mhm.
what society says is perfect. Like what are y'all happy?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all good?
Yeah.
Then things are good.
I agree.
Yeah.
As long as you're happy at the end of the day and communicating.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Communication is so
Key.
huge.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, this is like
The
a
holy grail of the relationships.
yes,
It
it
is.
really is.
I was going to say this. I don't know if this is like even a deep question or not, but do you guys think that love is a choice?
Ooh. Ooh.
I have a lot of answers. Okay,
Go
wait,
for
wait,
it.
wait.
Like
Can we-
stream of consciousness.
are we talking like directly in love with someone? Like not love with the partner or love with like just general love?
We could do like general. Yeah, we could like expand it. Like,
Well, I would say because I love Sess, but I love my boyfriend in a different way.
Yeah.
Like I don't romantically love Sess, but I do romantically love him. But I love her and I
Yeah.
love you in like a friendship type of way.
yeah.
Does that so like
yeah. And like when we fight, or
yeah.
I mean, we don't really fight,
No.
but like when we have conflict, like because we love each other, we're able to communicate
Yeah.
through that. And like
Mhm.
same with like romantics, right?
Yeah.
So like, do you choose?
I say that if the love is true, like the friendship is true, the relationship has true like love and genuine just connection there, then you can choose based on that love to like rekindle things.
Yeah.
If
Mhm.
the connection is not there or like the love isn't genuine or it's fake or it's not true, well then like with y'all going there's not really a choice because it's like you can choose to fake it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will say this, connections fade and like
Mhm.
you can fall out of love in romantic ways with a person
Mhm.
and still have love for them.
Mhm.
So that's not a choice.
Mhm.
I will say if someone doesn't make you happy,
Mhm.
it's not you're not gonna fake it and say like you're like
Mhm.
like you know what I'm saying. Like if someone doesn't make you happy, they don't make you happy.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that-
No, yeah, it does. I was just curious.
yeah.
Like, I go back and forth because I think sometimes like love is not easy,
Mhm.
and like having love for someone and developing that
Mhm.
love, like there's ups and downs and lows and
Mhm.
highs, and like on the low days or like the days when it's quote unquote hard, you almost do have to like choose to be like, okay, I love this person, so I choose to like move forward and resolve things instead of just like, I don't know, like cutting it off or letting it go. But
I
to
agree.
say that like love is a choice, like that just sounds funny to me. So sometimes I'm like,
because it's a feeling, like it's you know, like just like when you have like pure pain, like you get your heart broken for the person that you were married to, or like you were so in love with, or something like that. Like you feel the pain in your heart, even though it's like
You feel
your heart's still
physical pain.
beating. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very psychological. I understand what you're saying. You get hurt by someone that you love. You choose based off your love, like to like either fix things or whatnot. Like I think communication's big there too, and like knowing their intent and what they want, and your intent and what you want, and either meeting a middle ground or like understanding both concept or both parties, even if things are not they're not viewed as the same. The guy I'm with really helped me with this because when I first entered our relationship, I thought relationships should be this one way. You're together or not. You like don't see other people, like it's only y'all two, XYZ. I'm not saying like I'm big on open relationships, but I'm big on communication. And I'm big on what do we want within each other, and what maybe is something that you find that you may want in the future, and if that's like exploring or not. Or do you want a relationship with me in long term? Do you want to just understanding your partner's wants and needs in that period of time, and what they may want and need in the future period of time, and what they may want and need at their end goal, and under like having grace with them. And I think them understanding that as well, like every part is very important. So they need to be secure and understand, and even if they don't understand, communicate with your partner that you don't understand, but you're like yes in everything and no in everything. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that communication piece is just so huge. And it sounds easy, but it's hard. Like a lot of people have a hard time with communication and like being open with stuff like that. Like being able to say, hey, like I don't know about this, or like that's not okay with me. People really struggle with that. So
I do think too, biggest thing that helps me is like having an open mind. Like if my partner wants to do this, but he still has love for me or XYZ, like it's not like, oh, F you, like this is over, XYZ. Like having an open mind and grace and like understanding how the other person operates is very important.
Yeah.
And like you choose to love your partner like through all of that too. And like,
but you also choose to love yourself. Like you may compromise things, but you don't compromise things to a point where your happiness is being sacrificed, or what you need is being sacrificed, or this is turning into a toxic relationship because y'all are both doing things that aren't in the normal.
Yeah.
Both of you have to be happy at the end of the day.
And it's okay to not be happy.
Yeah.
And it's okay to like have arguments and like maybe periods of time where you're both on different ends, but like trying to meet the same end. That's just constantly communicating.
Yeah.
And like we all have a friend, I'm not gonna say who. Your partner at this time, y'all may break up because y'all need to grow alone or grow with another, or like explore different things, knowing that maybe y'all will be together in the future. That communication too is super huge.
Yeah, I would agree. I think like just to generalize it, but like also not, because I know everybody's like an individual. I do find that like men struggle with communication in relationships, like because they're afraid of like rejection or failure, or like not being able to offer that like protection. And with women, like we're open to communication unless we have some sort of trigger around like a certain subject or something. And then I find that like a lot of women, like my friends, myself, like we can shut down and like not communicate. So like each party, like if you're making a connection with somebody new, like you're trying to date and like get out there, just be like so cognizant about that communication and how important it is to stay open and like be able to express yourself and like communicate your wants and needs and desires. Cause like what you're saying is like at the end of the day, are you happy? Is this person that you're like potentially dating, do they make you happy? But like, are you happy without them, like by yourself?
That's number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love this conversation. I love answer. Like, so Seth knows I've never been in the position of like where I'm at now with like how open I am to things in terms of like, the communication aspect has been really huge. Like
Mhm.
I learned how to communicate when before,
Mhm.
like I didn't know what I wanted. And like I was, big thing too, especially when you don't know what you want, like don't ask your friends. No, if you trust them, you can ask. Don't ask people, everyone's opinion on what to do.
Yeah, don't let
Within
other
relationship,
people
yeah.
make your decisions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially like I'd ask, I'd ask Sess like
Mhm.
different things, but I wouldn't ask every single friend that I have their opinion about a situation or a thought or a thing, because everyone's so different that you're going to be like 5 are yes, 5 are no, 5 are why do you care? Where am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I think?
Well, and as a friend, I think a tool that I have learned in like helping in relationship advice, I don't give advice anymore. I don't tell people what I necessarily think they should do, because at the end of the day, people are going to choose what they want to do. I can give them all the advice in the world. I can give them all, like,
She knows
I can
me.
tell them everything, and they're still going to choose what they want. And you know what? That's great. I'm happy. I accept that. That's what I want. All I want for my friends at the end of the day is for them to be happy, to be safe and secure, and feel like they are growing in who they are with the person that they're with. So I've just learned, I ask clarifying questions to help them think about what it is that they're asking me, instead of actually giving them feedback, so that they can lead the conversation and come to their own conclusion. And once they come to their conclusion, I support it, unless it's a really horrible idea.
Yes, you should set his house on fire.
Unless it's a really, really, really bad idea, like something really bad, I'm just like, it's their life.
Yeah.
Let them live
Let
it.
them learn.
And everyone has to learn a different way too.
You're going to come out at the end no matter what. Might as well come out at the end with something that you learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like, I will say that's helped me a lot with learning about myself, but also you getting me to the point of being in a place where I just learn on my own, and like, in a way, helped me learn even more, if that makes sense. Like, it was like levels.
Yeah.
And
Because
now
there was a point where I was like, Danielle, I don't want you to come to me about this anymore.
It was
Like,
true.
you need to, like,
I was like in the mirror, like,
no, I was
"Seth,
literally
is that you?"
I was like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like, if you really need me, you can come to me, but like, I don't want to talk about this that much anymore.
And that was when I was like what do I do?
Yeah.
Do I really?
That's when you really had to figure it out.
And then I never figured it out though. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew in that moment what I wanted. I knew right now what made me happy. I don't need to know or care or think about in 3 months from now if I'm going to be happy by doing this, because what matters is right now. I'm living today. I'm living tomorrow. That's like what,
Yeah.
And that's also
live for the present, not the future.
Yeah. And I knew at the same, like, I knew it was going to happen in the future eventually. Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. That's very true. I had a talk with a client this morning actually about that, because they're experiencing a lot of anxiety. And I was like, anxiety is just like worrying about things in the future that we can't control, because it's the future. We don't know. And all you have is the present moment.
Yeah.
You have today, and you are responsible for your attitudes, your actions, your behaviors, your thoughts. That's your locus of control. Everything else, like, you just kind of have to let it be and let it play out. And like, when you get into these spirals of anxiety, just remind yourself, like, you're doing what needs to be done right here in this moment, right now. And that is enough. Like, you don't have to worry about the future. And like, she was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. My anxiety has been so bad, but like, I feel so good. I was like, okay, like, keep that. Like, just keep reminding yourself, because it's easy to spiral and be like, oh, but like, in 3 months, is this going to happen?
It's easy to do that. And then it's easy to like bring yourself back there and keep like going back on your word or whatever, just because you still don't know what's right.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the trouble with like asking people to help you make a decision, is like, if you let them influence your decision, like,
you're never actually making your own decision.
Exactly. And so then you'll flip flop back and forth, or you might have like some sort of regret.
But then it also, I feel like it just creates more turmoil in their head, like, and because then there's like, now they feel like they're going to disappoint multiple people, because that's
what
not
was
the
me.
case. Yeah.
And like, before Sess came down, before she moved here, I lost like 4 or 5 friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had you, and I was only you and me.
Yeah.
But it's like your decision with things may upset people, and it may be like that may be the end of y'all's like friendship or like whatever connections. That's okay. Like what makes you happy in this moment? Okay. Who's gonna ride with you during that time is like who's supposed to ride with you and who's supposed to be in your life at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I took it back to relationships. It was on athletes.
No, you're good. I'm
But
glad.
we definitely went from up here talking about how to ask on a date
Yeah.
to deep relationship digging.
Wait.
So this got really deep
Yeah.
somehow, but I loved it.
I loved it too.
Do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I don't think so. This took twists and turns, but I
Yeah.
kind of
No,
like
I was
where we
thinking-
ended
I
up.
love-
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, that was fun.
Cool.
Cool.
Aw.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
I hope y'all learned something different.
Yeah,
Very
something a little
different.
different.
Yeah, look at life a little different, maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
I hope y'all really enjoyed the podcast today, leaving it feeling more relentless than ever. But we have a few things that we would love to ask of you, so I'm going to give this over to Noah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you could, I know that this is your new favorite podcast. Please leave a 5-star rating and review. Leave any comments and questions below, and make sure that you're sharing across social media so that all of your friends get to listen to the greatest podcast on earth.
And if you have any questions about any topics that we talk about or anything at all, fitness, competing related, anything, we'll hit you back up, Instagram or in the podcast under, if the comment box is there, then we will definitely answer your questions and help you out as best as we can.
Absolutely. So leave those 5-star reviews. Let us know, and we'll talk to y'all again soon.
Have a relentless day.
Bye.